this Mustang Spoiler. So I made this little jig up. It's just a piece of conduit or pressure pipe actually. I drilled a couple of holes in it, and the studs from those parts where it doesn't require painting, I've pushed in through that pipe, and then just taped it to the stand so it doesn't spin on me. So then now I've got all these extra little bits all painted. This was difficult to do, and you can see it's not really consistent. Like super flat here, but then it's very orange peely in those other areas. It's got plenty of clear on it, so it can be buffed. But this goes on the underside of the spoiler. It bolts in this section here, and that mounts to the boot. So this is the bottom of the spoiler. I don't have a stand here that allows me to bolt all this stuff on like you do in a paint shop. So I've had to make do. So I'm using a fast hardener because I'm painting free air, and I don't want too much crap to settle in it. There is a few little bits that are settled in it, but it's not too bad. So it's almost touch dry now. So all these little bits that are just popped in now, there's a little bit of pollen there from one of the gum trees. They'll be able to be picked out. And this being the underside, it's not acritical anyway. I mean, that's better than most other spoilers are painted on the underside. So I'm gonna have to do this in two parts. So once the underside's cleared, dried, sorry, then I'll change over and I'll back mask along the back side here with a soft edge and paint the top side. So the top side we want to be a very still day because we're not spraying in the booth. So it's forward lightning blue, but yeah, it hasn't come up too bad. Alrighty, so Mustang Spoiler, I've painted the underside already. So I need to paint the top. There's a couple of rub throughs which I'll put a bit of sealer on, because yeah, we don't want the paint to blister in those spots. It should be alright, but we'll just take precautionary measures. So what we want to do here, this is the rear of it. So this part here you'll see. So I'm going to sand this back. I'll put an extra bit of clear on that edge. I'm going to mask up on this bottom edge here. So then this will get recoated with the top. So this bit here is already painted. We don't want to repaint any of that. So, and then also we don't want it to stick to the paint stand when we do paint it. So what I'll do is I'll mask all this area up, and then I'll put something on here with roll of masking tape or something like that, so it sits on the paint stand on that tape, and we don't have these edges that are going to get painted touching this paint stand and sticking to it and wrecking our paint. So same with the front, this front edge, we need to make that look pretty too. So I'm going to mask up from here at this edge here, and then this round lip will be fresh paint. So this will be a soft mask. We don't really want an edge there. So I don't have any foam, so I'm just going to roll the tape. So basically the masking tape will stick down here and the edge of it will sit up, and that creates a soft edge. So instead of having a hard edge with the edge of the tape. Alright, I'll get this sanded back and masked. Alrighty, so we've got our template laid out on the back of the Mustang here. We've drilled pilot holes through. So you just have to make sure that you're, as per the template, all lined up. So I've measured from this corner of the bonnet, following that plumb line back to the back here to make sure it's even. And then this hole here, I measured from the front of the bonnet, the boot lid, sorry, back, and then from the side to make sure it was in the same location as this side as well before committing to drill it. So pilot holes are drilled, we just got to open them up and then bolt it all in. Righto, so we got our holes drilled. I've put a bit of touch-up paint on there just so they don't rust. Gasket in the middle, the other gaskets I've got on the ends of the wings. So we've already test fit it, so we'll bolt it all together. Looks the goods.